Hello, traders. It's been a while since I did a live stream because, again, I didn't want to do any live streams during the holiday season because the markets are really strange, especially today. I'm just wondering why I'm doing it today. Today is what we call triple witching day. You have the options, the stock options expiring. You have the futures indices expiring today. And what else? The other one is all these other things that's expiring today. So that's why it's going to be really wild, or should I say a lot of volatility and a lot of erratic movements. So just be careful with that. So here we have the opening, and I think it already opened. And you can see we're way above the VWAP here. Let me just get my pointer. And so I'm just going to wait for a pullback, and that's what I usually do. Let me just get my pointer. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while. I've been recording, but I have not been doing live stream because of that fact. Next year, I'll be doing more live stream after the holiday season, okay? So let me just get my pointer here. I love this other indicator that I also use with the MBox. It's called the Ichimishu. It's a Ichimoku. Ichimoku cloud. I used it before, and it's actually pretty good. I mean, it coincides with the VWAP, but this is another strategy. Again, I've been looking at strategies that I've used before, and actually this works pretty well as much as this, but I like the VWAP because you can see the levels. This one just shows you where you want to enter, and that's the reason why. But I love the VWAP. This is another good indicator, is the Ichimoku cloud. And what I'm doing here on the VWAP is really incorporating the moving average that they use here, which is actually pretty good. And I think I have it here as well. Yeah, I incorporated into the VWAP here. So let's look for the move here. What else can I say? Again, it's hard to trade during this holiday season. The volatility, the liquidity is not, it's thin, but that when there's thin liquidity, it produces a lot of erratic movements, right? Erratic movements, that's really, you kind of wonder where that move come from. And it's usually the algo machines that's trading the market. So you just have to be cautious about that, and that's why my profit targets are lessened, so I don't have to be impacted by that. Let's say that erratic movement out of nowhere. Okay. So anyways, again, this live stream is strictly for educational purposes only, to illustrate how I train the VWAP strategy that I teach my students. Again, the VWAP strategy includes a template that I have here, but it does not include the MBox wave, okay? The template that you all will get for people who want to learn the VWAP is basically this right here, right there. This is what you have. You see, just bring it out. So there, this is it. And you see where we are right now. We are at the +2, between the +2 and +3 deviation. And that's usually overextended, so I'm looking for a pullback, right? Into the +1 or even down here. Again, depending on how big this movement is going to be. Again, see, nothing going on with the London Open, so this may amount to nothing really. It's already, 304, and nothing really happened. I'll see within 30 minutes, if there's no movement or whatever, there's no activity here, I'll just end this strategy. That's about it. Or this live stream. Because there's actually nothing going on right now. We're overextended. It's hard to really take a trade here. You don't know how far the market will go up. Again, here's the +3. And usually we're in between here. I'm expecting this to come back down. You can see here what it's doing here. We have a A swing high, just want to see if it's going to break that swing high. We have this white area here is called the wide range bar, which is produced by this green area right there, which is a good signal for the up, but you can see kind of the momentum is not really there. So this looks like it's going to be coming back down. You can see here in the MBox that the cumulative delta is to the downside. However, we're getting a lot of momentum going up for the buy or the buyers, right? We have a buyer's imbalance there, a buying imbalance, but coming off this wide range bar. So let's see, this may, I don't know. And I'm going to look at this Ichimoku cloud again. This is on a 1 minute. Yeah, these are all 1 minute, but these are two different readings on here regarding the cumulative delta. So here it looks like we have another wide range bar right here, but really not that powerful. You can see it did not create a higher high. So what I want to do is this. I usually want to measure and this is why I tell my students, always measure what the width is between the VWAP and the +1 or -1 deviation. It doesn't matter. It's the same. So right here. So it's really only 14. So that's why a target of maybe 10 or 14 points is good. Right now, my target is 14 points. Right. So here we go. It looks like we're pulling back here. So we're looking for a pullback and then possibly a proceed going up again. But sometimes it just goes straight down, depending. And you can see here during the overnight, you see the Globex session, most of the price is above the VWAP, right? So where is our VWAP from the closing of yesterday's session? You can see it is, well, we have the air. Okay, so it must be up here somewhere, right? Right here, there it is. So there's your VWAP from yesterday's closing session. And you can see that we are really didn't move that much. We have the +1 deviation from yesterday at the closing was up there. So we're looking for a pullback around this area right here. Again, we got a good wide range area bar right here, good support level right here. Right now, we want to see this support here broken. Again, it's already 9 minutes into the London Open. So while we wait, let me pray for today's trading, including this morning session in the U.S. Heavenly Father, come before you today, seeking your guidance and peace in my trading as I utilize these charts. I acknowledge that you are the ultimate source of wisdom, and I humbly ask for your discernment, your insight, and understanding. As you said in James chapter 1, verse 5, that if we lack divine wisdom, we should come to you and ask for it from you, Lord, and you'll give it to us without rebuking us, since you are a generous God. So, Lord, I surrender the outcomes of my trades into your hands and help me to trust in your sovereignty and to find peace in knowing that you are in control. Guard my heart against fear, greed, and impatience, and grant me a spirit of discernment and sound judgment. Guide me to make compelling trade choices that align with your goals and your values in my life. Again, this is your will into my life, and give me the wisdom to resist impulsive actions. Remind me that my worth is found in knowing and serving you, and that financial success is not the ultimate measure of my success or my identity. My identity is found in you, Lord. May I be a good steward of the resources you have entrusted to me by using them wisely and for your glory and for your kingdom, Lord, and to give back your blessings to those who are in need. Guide my steps, protect me from harm, and lead me according to your will, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen. So let's see what's going on. I'll put this in mute while we wait for a good setup again. I'm expecting to pull back at least. You can see what's going on here. It's really it's accumulating. Either it's going to try to get back up, or again, this is a good support level here. It may bounce off the support and come back up and test the high again. So you see the high up here is really the +1 deviation from yesterday's close, right? It may test that, or like I said, test the +3 again. We'll see. We never really got a pullback here because right here is the highest point. So we never really have a pullback yet. So let's see if we can get a pullback. Okay. So I'll put this in mute until we get a good trade. Just so strange why I'm getting two different readings on cumulative delta here. And they're both a 1 minute M and Q. One here is 1265. This one is 4.1. I might just want to take this picture here and submit it to MBox, Mike, the developer of MBox, and see what's going on. So here comes the move going down. Now, do I want to take this trade? I don't know. No, probably not. Let's see if he's going to pull back here, and if we have a setup going to the long side. You can see we're in the Ichi, well, I'll call it for short, Ichi cloud, where it's green. So it's in this cloud. There's really waiting for this to, it's like a point of indecisiveness. It's a green cloud, meaning it's to the upside, right? A more of a bullish cloud. Nope. Get rid of this. Just had to take that picture. So here we go. Interesting. We have a good, I think this would be a good short. I don't know. Again, we're going into this. Again, here's a cloud. I don't want to be too presumptuous, okay? Then I might get here's a good up right here once we get this, depending on where it closes. We just have this. That's the reason why I'm hesitating. We do have a down signal here, right here, right? This is also going down. We have a lot of sellers coming in. That's the momentum of sellers. Then you tell this move here is not that strong. Why? Because it's bouncing back up. So if you want to see a strong one, it would just be going down straight. But so far, basically, we have a swing. So it's that move there is not that strong. See where the candle closes? It's not closing above the 21 EMA. If it closes above the 21 EMA, there's a probability that it will continue going up. But you can see we just have a wick here that basically broke that, but it's not closing. So that's why. Let me do a sell here.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
I have a trade copier going on. Okay. So maybe I want to move this up to here. Let's see if we have momentum to the downside. So I'm copying a trade to another account. See, look at that. So let's see what happens here. Again, this is an aggressive trade to the downside, which is, I wouldn't be taking this if I were you. I'm just trying to test something out here. So let's see. Again, so you see the candle is not closing above. It's just teasing to go up, meaning they're trying to set you up to go long. Right? So see, look at this. So you want to see what's going to happen here. I'm going to have to abandon this trade. See, now it's closing above. See that? But we're still below here. Now we're increasing the speed of buyers here. Now I want to maybe just close this out here. Yeah. So let me close this out. Let me just bring this down here. Let's see what happens here. We're getting a signal down here to go up. So let's see. Maybe 1 point above there, 98, 99. See, they do a lot of these erratic moves. So that's why I just want to be, don't jump right at it. But we have like I said, a sell signal already coming down here. Let's see if they're going to do this. I mean, move this to up here. So there, we're going to have a move to the downside. Hopefully it continues. 900. So we're getting, we already have a signal here to go down on the VWAP, right? We now have a signal here, not only here and also this one, this red line right here, showing a signal to go down as well on the ET cloud. So let's see if it's going to follow through. You can see the 21 EMA is still above the 50 EMA. So this may pull back to the, again, let's see what happens here. Again, we're approaching here to the pullback zone of the fibs, but we have a good solid downtrend in the M cumulative delta. That's why I'm thinking it may go down to here, right? So let's see. I may have to pull this up. I'm gonna put this up here as well, closer, because I don't think it's gonna get down there. So right now, my profit target is around 14 points. This might have a potential to go up because now we're getting a buying imbalance here. See this? Again, depending on this, the 21 EMA is, once we see an arrow coming down, that means the 21 EMA has crossed the 50 EMA to the downside, which is a good sign. But sometimes it may just continue going up and then we'll have another cross going back up. So that's why it's important that you pay attention to this, especially here as well, because this is a bullish cloud. And maybe you want to adjust your take profits maybe here. Again, it depends. We do have, yeah, this may go down here, this right here. So that might be a good area. Well, we'll see. Right here, that's where we have the area. So it's around here, right? Because we have a swing area right here, you can see. So that's probably around right here. So let's see how it's going to react in this +1 deviation here. Again, like I said, watch what happens here. If they're going to close the candle that closes above this, then we have a higher probability going up because it's hitting the the pullback zone on the fibs here. That's why this is a area of either, it can go either way, either up or down. Which is a good thing here. We're below the bullish cloud here. That's a good sign. We're not in the middle here, like here, right? So now see this, we're going down from the bullish cloud. I'm just wondering if it's going to give me at least 14 points. Looks like we're getting another wide range bar right here, which is a good sign. Let's see what happens here at the +1 deviation. Getting some buyers coming in. You can see right here. See this right there. So got to be weary about what's going to happen here. It's going to be closing above. You can see this. We already the 21 EMAs is already crossed below the 50 EMA. Maybe like it says there, when we have that arrow, where would we have that arrow to the downside? I know, I can't find it. Huh. Usually you have the arrow to the downside, which I don't see here. Might be covered. Anyways, it will test that and come back down. So let's see if that's what's going to happen here. Again, you don't want the candle to actually be closing above. You may have a wick that closes above, but not the candle closing above, because that indicates that it's going to be going to the upside. That's why it's very important to note where the candle closes. I'm trying to find that. Oh, there it is. See that red arrow right there? That's the meaning we crossed. And usually when there's a crossing there, it's going to what? It's going to test that 50 EMA and then come back down. Again, the most important thing is that the candle does not close above the 50 EMA or the 21 EMA. That's important because you'll know that's a small thing to notice, because that's going to determine if it's going to continue going up or will it go down. Okay, looking at the Ichi cloud, we are below the bullish cloud, which is a good thing. Now, here's my question: we have a support level here. I don't know if this is strong or what. It's kind of small, so we'll see if it can break through here and eventually hit 14 points, or even for that matter, if we can break this +1 deviation. So again, there's a higher probability that it will, because we spent most of the global session above the VWAP. So most likely it's going to try to test the VWAP now. Those are small things that you have to take note. Again, it's a high probability. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen. Again, I'm not here to predict, right? I don't try to predict. It's just I'm looking at what the market is doing. Now, will it go the way I think it will go? No. I just trade what's in front of me, right? I don't try to predict. I don't tell the market what I want it to do. The market tells me what I need to react to. Here we're testing the, again, 21 EMA or even the 50 EMA. Let's see what happens here. See, we're getting higher or bigger demand. We're getting smaller supply, meaning we're getting more buyers coming in. But again, we have our cumulative delta to the downside. So we kind of have what we call divergence, right? So you have increase in demand in terms of buyers, and a decrease in supply, which is the sellers. See, that's why sometimes you just have to adjust accordingly. Now let's see what happens here. Again, my thing is, it's important to note where okay, we haven't closed above. See that? Now we're getting, see this? Now we're getting a buying imbalance. We have a triple algo right here. That's a strong signal to the upside. We have a decrease in the cumulative delta. So this may be going to look up. Let's see. Let's see where this closes again. Okay, I put my stop there. watch that. We're getting a number of sellers coming in. You can see that right there, right? Increase. Let's see if it's enough to bring this down. Kind of have a lock up here. There we are. So I moved my trailing stop to at least break, not more than break even, but at least I'll have a small profit if it does go back. Getting a selling imbalance right there, double algo. Increasing the number of sellers coming in. You can see right here. So hopefully we can hit this 14-point profit target. Let's see what happens here. Small area of support. May look small, but it may be big. Can't judge a book by its cover. Now it looks like we close out again. There we are. See, that's why the moves here are so erratic. So
Order canceled.
What we can do now here is, at least we're in profit, right? So let's see if this, again, bouncing off there, the +1 deviation. So our move here now is to see if this closes above, we may take this going up. Okay. Let's see where it closes. Yeah, this would be a good trade if we clear the cloud here also, right? Because we have it right here. That's why these moves are so erratic. You could have got at least maybe 10 points out of there, which I didn't do. Again, that's what you live by. So here, we see this closing right here? Is it good enough to take a trade? Not yet. Probably I'm going to wait for this to give me a signal. I'm waiting for the signal to go up. So right now we're still down right here, right? This. And this may be the trend going up, which is going with a trend. It's pulled back to the fibs. Again, this could have been an aggressive trade to the downside. I should have just shortened my profit target. Like I said, to the +1 deviation, I would have been done. That would have been a profitable trade. Now look what's going to happen here in the cloud. So that's going to be where your signal is going to be in terms of going long. Again, we want to see where this, okay, so it's closing above. And right now we don't have a signal going up, right? So if I'm going to base it on here, I'm going to base it on here, maybe 97. If it does get up there.
Order submitted.
So there's my buy. Again, let's see what it does here in the cloud. Is it going to come back down? It is finishing above the, see, look at this. You just had to have a wider stop for me. If it's going to continue going down, that should have been a wider stop for me if I was still in that short trade. But at the same time, that would have been a small, loss. Again, that's why it's the volatility, or the market is so erratic. These wide erratic moves. So I was talking about that. Let's see how we did on our profit. Again, it might be a small one. I'm trading 2 accounts using a trade copier. Okay, I'm at $25. That's it. Save me from being losing position, right? So here, look at this. Now it's coming down. Now we're going to see this. That's the case. Let me take this out.
Order canceled.
Let's see where this closes again. So this is closing below. See this? We're closing below the Ichi cloud. So
Order submitted. Order submitted.
yeah, I don't know if this closed below that. Again, I didn't look if this closed. Yeah, it didn't close below the 21 EMA. That's my bad. I would rather wait for this candle to close below both the 21 EMA and the 50. Just fortunately, just going down. Again, we're below the Ichi cloud. Now you see this bullish candle now it's turning to red, meaning now it's becoming a bearish cloud. So this candle right here is closing below the 21 EMA and the 50 EMA, which is a good thing. Now we want to see the candle also close below the -1 deviation as well. That'd be higher probability that it will continue going to test the VWAP. But I'm trying to see here if it did. Yeah, I think it did close below. I was going to test the 50 EMA and see what's going to happen there. So that's why all this erratic movement, you just have to pay attention to what it's doing. As long as the 21 EMA is below the 50, that's a good sign that it will continue coming down. Again, depending on where this candle closes. It may close up there, but the 21 EMA is still down below the 50 EMA. Just pay attention to your chart, how that 21 EMA is a good indicator of where the trend is. The short-term trend, at least, or the intraday trend. You can see where our target is. It's at the plus 0.25 deviation, which is a good target. But you can see how slow it's just trying to make itself make its way down there. I'm going to put this up here above the VWAP because we have some support here. And that white box is a strong support area. That's a wide range bar going up based on this candle right here. Hopefully it breaks through there. Right now there's not enough momentum to break it, even though we're showing this going to the downside. But let's see. An increase in buyers here, so let's see if it's going to be enough to bring it up. you see it's breaking, it's closing above the 50 EMA and the 21 EMA. But right here, my stop is actually right there. I'm gonna wait for that stop because it may not make a higher high, right? Basically, that's what it is. We have a bearish cloud here. Let's see if it gives me a signal to go up once it gets close to here. Most likely I'll get stopped out, which is fine. Small loss, right? And I may get a bigger win at the upside, so it doesn't matter. I mean, don't be scared about losing a small loss. It's part of trading, as long as you manage it. So we have a UT here, which is a signal to the downside. Let's see if it's going to really try to break this.
Order canceled.
So we have a good signal here now to go to the upside. Let me see. And let's see where that bar closes. See how volatile that is?
Order submitted.
So now we're getting the dot there is what we saw, total control dot to the upside.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Okay, now we see we have a buy signal right there. See this? We have a buy signal going up. So again, let's see, we can get at least 12 points out of this. We're going now with the trend, right? We're going with the trend. There's our target close to that. That's good. And up here, let me bring this down. Let's see. So our loss there is what? Maybe 3-4 points. And our target is what? 14 points. And that's going to give us a profit. That's if it hits our profit target. Again, the market has been very erratic. So, you know, that's all I can hope for. And go from there. Again, we don't control the markets, right? We just try to trade what's in front of us, and that's about it. With a high probability, with an edge, right? With an edge. Someone's going to the casino and playing blackjack with, if you're a card counter or playing basic strategy, that's your edge. So what we have here is our trading strategy based on the market, and that's our edge. So let's see. There's our thing where we're going up. So that hopefully we can hit this target of 14 points on the first target. Probably possibly even hit this this second target, and that would give us a good profit. Again, if I'm looking at this, what's our loss, if at all? Yeah, I think there's a small loss we have right now because of that stop that we had right there. It's only $97. And that's based on 2 accounts, right? So on each account, if I want to do, let's say my live account, that's it. It's only $48.50, which is very manageable. So put this in mute and we'll see what happens. What happens in this trade, because this may be my last trade. Because if it gets stopped out, then that's it. I'm managing my losses here, especially in a market that's really erratic. As you can see, so the price bounced off the +1 deviation. There's your support level here where it's bouncing off. So now we're going with the trend to the upside, obeying the fib retracement. It hit at least a 50% fib retracement right there, close to the 60, which is a good retracement. So our first target should be at least the blue. There's our ultimate target up here. I don't know if it's going to reach there based on the momentum that's showing me right now, but at least here. So I may even bring this up to maybe here, close to right there. Another point, close to the target there. See how it goes. And this one, depending on the momentum that's coming here, I'll leave it here or maybe base it up to here. Again, there's our ultimate extension right there, is the red. Your first target is usually this blue one because it's always going to reach it. And usually what happens, it reaches it, comes back down, and then finally tries for the 161.8 extension. This one here is 121% extension. Again, now we're above the bearish cloud right now here on the Ichi Mushu cloud. It gave us a signal here, right here. See this KB? It gave us a signal to the upside. Now, let's see what happens here in the cloud. You may hit this cloud and bounce up. Again, it's a bearish cloud. At least the price is above it. You don't want to have the current price below it, meaning that's tendency to go down to the downside. Well, you can see how erratic this market is. It's really erratic. You don't know. Like I said, now you see. Now here's the thing. You see the 21 EMA now crossed over the 50 EMA. So the tendency here is to test the 50 EMA and then bounce back up. That's usually how that's what usually happens when you have the crossing of the 21 EMA with the 50 EMA. It's going to test either the 21 EMA or the 50 EMA and then bounce off that and proceed going up. That's usually the case. But you can see here on the MBox wave, the cumulative delta is really decreasing. Now you can see here on the Ichi-Mushu cloud, we're just hitting that cloud. Now, when the candle here starts closing below that and eventually down to this level, then we're looking more of a bearish signal. And that's why what they're doing here is just going up and down. That's what they're doing. They may bounce off here at the -1 deviation or +1 deviation and come back up like they've been doing here. See, always pay attention to what they're doing here. We're getting higher lows. So we want to see also a higher low. So that's why if it breaks this, you know, it's no longer going up because it's breaking this low, this swing. So what I usually do is gonna put at least minimize my stop, my loss. Maybe put it maybe right there below this area of support. You know, just as long as it's going against you, don't be freaking out. But the only thing you can do is really manage your loss. That's all. You can't control the market, what it's trying to do, but you each can always, if you're going so slow, you can always see what's going on. You can see we're getting higher lows and higher highs, meaning it's eventually going up, but the way it's taking its route is really more of a what we call a what's that move? More of a not a choppy, but more of a not erratic either. I forgot the term that I use with my students. Let me think about that term. Grinding, a grinding market. That's what I wanted to say. Rather than going up right away, it grinds, and that's the worst. You have to have patience for that. Just as long as they know where it's going, right? So right now, it's already telling me the market is already telling me where it's going. It's because we're getting higher lows and higher highs. So that tells me we're going up, but very slow pace because of the grindy behavior. So you see this is just grinding, but you can see this target is getting closer and closer as this +2 deviation is approaching it slowly and slowly. See that? We first started down here somewhere, it was pretty far, right? So now you see the +2 is approaching that, and that's where this price will eventually hit. As you can see, it's trying to get to the +2 and thereby hopefully get this target. Now, I don't know, I might have to move this down depending on the momentum. See, you're going to try to hit this +2, but at the same time, this +2 is ever slowly uh, getting close to our target here. Okay. So I might just have to bring this down here. I don't, because the market is really just grindy. So I'll maybe bring it right there would be enough. we're getting a lower high here, right? But it may bounce off this 50 EMA. 21 EMA still above the 50 EMA, indicating still a trend to the upside. So again, we may test this 50 EMA and bounce off. And that's what I'm trusting. I'm seeing a triple algo here. It's going down, as you can see here. And if that's the case, I might want to move this up, my stop to maybe right here, right? At least to preserve a profit rather than a loss. And if it does bounce off, so be it. Again, here is our target. We're above the bullish cloud here. Again, here's the line here for the bullish cloud. If we hit below that, then we'll take that small profit, but it's better than a loss. At least we gave this target here a try, right? You might get an increase of buyers here to push this up. Again, this is how it is trading during the holiday season, during the Gobex. I'll be looking to trade during the pre-market open, because I believe, let me see if there's news coming out of the UK. And if there is, possibly that's going to start moving then. What's that like? Ba, 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 ba.
Order canceled. Order canceled.
Yeah, I don't think I can wait any longer. It hit that extension, right? So it may bounce off here and continue testing that area, but that was long. Almost like slow as molasses, as they say. So let's see how we did here. Maybe small profit, depending. Remember, we had a loss there of 97 on 2 accounts, or a total for the 2 accounts. So we're at 191. I'll take that. At least it's profitable. That's where we're at. So if we're looking at one account, that would be around what? 95. Okay. Better than being in a loss. Again, I'll be trading the session again. The what we call triple witching hour or day, triple witching day. So be leery or be cautious in how you trade. Markets will be very not volatile, but very erratic. Okay, so with that, enjoy the rest or enjoy the weekend as we get closer to Christmas. People will be busy, and again, remember what the reason for the season. It's Christ, Jesus. It's not about gifts. It's not about any of all that. It's about Christ, Jesus. Anyways, stay safe and God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.